Welcome to the Inc. Productivity Tip of the Day. Today's tip: an effortless way to boost your productivity, focus, and creativity in just 10 minutes, with one small catch. Imagine you and I compete to see who can cut down the most trees in one day using crosscut saws. Better be imaginary. That sounds like zero fun. I'm a maximum effort kind of guy, so I put my head down, take as few breaks as possible, and work straight through. You, on the other hand, take a 10-minute break every 90 minutes or so. Every time you do, I nod in my smug, rise and grind way and keep sawing. Who wins? That depends on what you do during your breaks. If you spend the time checking your social media feeds, I probably win. But if, as in Stephen Covey's Parable of the Woodcutter, you take the time to rest, recharge, and literally and figuratively sharpen your saw, you will likely win. Science backs up Covey's parable. A 2022 meta-analysis of 22 studies published in PLOS One found that micro breaks, as little as 27 seconds, boost vigor, reduce fatigue, and increase overall performance. The effect was most pronounced for tasks requiring lower cognitive demand, like cutting down trees. The longer the break, 10 minutes seems to be the sweet spot, the greater the boost on performance, especially for highly depleting tasks. Why? On average, our brains can only stay focused for about 90 minutes. Blame ultradian rhythms, biological patterns hardwired into our DNA. Think of ultradian rhythms as mini versions of circadian rhythms. Start a task requiring sustained activity and mental focus, and your body and brain crank up their use of oxygen, glucose, energy, etc. For the next 90 minutes or so, you're at or near your ultradian performance peak. You're riding the wave. Unfortunately, that means byproducts, fatigue, metabolic waste, chunks of working memory, etc., of all your mental and physical activity build up in your system. No matter how hard you try to grind through it, that buildup causes your mental and physical performance to decline as you fall into the ultradian trough. As a result, you start feeling fuzzy, distracted, bored, tired, over it. Sure, you could power through, but you'll be a lot less effective. That's when you need a break. The right kind of break. Do something else that's mentally draining. Even though it might feel like you're zoning out, the researchers determined scrolling your social media feeds continues to drain cognitive resources, and your break could recharge you physically, but not mentally. Reading something you enjoy, listening to music, closing your eyes for a few minutes, or even watching short movie clips were all associated with increased recovery and performance. The key is to do something you enjoy, rather than using your break productively. As the researchers write, work-related micro-break activities were associated with decreased well-being, decreased sleep quality, and increased negative mood. If you can't turn off your compulsion to grind, view your breaks as a mental and physical break that sharpens your saw. The last time I laid hardwood floors, during breaks I had a snack while I casually straightened up. That relatively mindless task helped me mentally recharge, and since I hate a cluttered, messy work area, gave me a little mental boost when I restarted after each break. The key is to plan and be proactive about taking breaks. Don't wait until you're mentally shot. Don't wait until you're exhausted. As the old endurance saying goes, if you wait until you're thirsty to drink, you're already dehydrated. Whenever possible, plan to take a break every 90 minutes. Decide ahead of time what you will do and, just as important, what you won't do. Because taking periodic breaks matters. But what you do during those breaks, in terms of boosting focus, clarity, creativity, and productivity, makes all the difference. That's it from Inc. Check back weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern for more tips.